One key thing to watch today.
It is a snowy and blustery day in the city of brotherly love as we welcome you to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Philadelphia Eagles. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. First carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now it's the former Eagle. Didn't have too much success with him, though. It's DeMarco Murray. Down to about the 22 here. The numbers for DeMarco Murray a week ago. 20 carries, 69 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people up and downfield.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Suckup will put this one right through, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They start on the ground here with Blount. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Mahomes to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Here's the battering ram Blount. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Oh, man. 4th down and 1, and you're on your own side of midfield. That takes a little bit of courage to pull off, but they went ahead and snapped it, and it'll work out for them as they get the first down.
And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
It's caught inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be able to.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Now Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And this one's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Shifts by him. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. And an alley to run. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the 1st down yardage there. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Send me to Orlando, please.
Don't be so soft. 1st down, Mariota. Left side, caught by Matthews. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. Mariota now on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got room. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 2nd down, Mariota. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Mariota on 1st down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Rashard Matthews the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. A swing pass caught, and he'll be out of bounds. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Mariota again. And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Mahomes now on 1st down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Mahomes now to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown.
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hurts over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. 5th catch of the game for him there. Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often... And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jarrell Casey in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did. I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender. Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them. Point after try forthcoming. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. On first down, Murray. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Mariota now to throw on first down. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try the right side with Murray. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. That was 2nd down run for Murray. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Mariota. And able to find Decker. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Eric Decker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to take the lead. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. First throw for the backup Cutler. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Here's Cutler. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mariota from the gun on third down. And an alley to run. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They go with Murray again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now a give, left side. This is Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball. If someone's